Robert, recently you
Yeah.
and I had the responsibility to convey a powerful message about a Trimill machine at a customer of yours going about 20 times more in chip removal at twice the depth and flying through in partnership with Rego-Fix.
Yep.
I bring that up because it was responsible for us to do, Robert. We needed to share that story with the world so they understand how it works. But some people might watch that video and go, oh, these guys are just salesmen trying to sell a product.
I can't believe it, yeah.
Right. I've had the great privilege today to step inside your facility, and before coming here, I'm like, Robert's a great sales guy. No, my friends, he might be a great sales guy, but it comes from being a machine shop as well. And
Actually,
that to
yes.
me is significant for everyone out there to understand. Just on the other side of that wall, even though we're standing in front of this Trimill, is a full machine shop. You guys double down on understanding your technology by utilizing it, by making products. So when you say I use Rego-Fix to improve my production, it's not just something out in air and you hope it works. It's something you use every single day. So let's
Actually,
learn
yes.
a bit more about how and why you use Rego-Fix.
So for us, it's very simple. If we try to sell something to somebody, we need to be sure that it works very well. So the only thing who makes this possible is the right machines, the knowledge, and obviously also the tool holding stuff. Tools also, no? So here we work only with Rego-Fix because we are so versatile. Let me show you something. We work with the smallest tool holder, HSK 40 with 42,000 revolutions, up to HSK 100 with 15,000 revolutions. And depending on the size or collet size, we are able to move from one process or one machine to another machine. Doesn't matter the length of the needed tool holder. So we are so versatile because every day we are doing different kind of stuff in our own production or for testing of the customers. Because our customers don't buy a machine with us, they really come with a problem. And here they know they receive a solution. So all the time we work in a good way, we can double the outcome also from our customer when they ask us to do it. Yeah.
You've kind of labeled that first bit of this conversation as flexibility is key.
Yeah.
You need to be able to go from a small, tiny size to one of the larger sizes and be able to use it in multiple machines without spending so much money that you're not capable of even floating on top of water, right, or treading water because you're a machine shop and working with the machines themselves. I think that's very valuable to understand that I don't have to buy a million different products for a million different processes.
Yep.
I have the flexibility to bounce from machine to machine with a flexible enough system to do that. Now, I think that's a great point. The second point I want to bring up is you, my friend, with your Exeron machines,
Yep.
precise as can be. I mean, we talk about a machine that can do, it's so precise it can do grinding. That's
Yeah,
how precise that
actually,
machine is. I stand in front of this one, and I know that you love to plow through material, and not just aluminum or something soft, but hard stuff. So let's talk about the importance of the rigidity and the strength that goes into the product as well, because there's a lot of folks out there that have flexibility, but they can't keep up with being strong at the same time. Let's talk about that aspect of where Rego-Fix comes into play.
And I have a really good explanation for this. I took it out of my bag. It's a tool, the most expensive tool we are using actually. This tool is for graphite milling. It's a roughing tool. We speak about $350 per part. So this tool was used only in Rego-Fix a half year long. 1.5 year, 6 months long. Before it got worn out. Before it was maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And right now we work 6 months completely with this tool. This tool is not to mill 5 hours or something like this, but we use it in each and every electrode we are milling, for example, on the Exeron machine. So we cut down to a minimum the cost per part at the fabrication of the electrodes. And this is really what what makes us earn money. Yeah.
Robert, to me, this is brilliant. And what I love about conversations like this is we didn't plan for this part of the, I'm excited because I didn't know this was coming, which means you get to learn it with me. Okay, Robert, I see the machine behind you. I know the power, 7 to 10 seconds, you can change the tool out. I know the importance of having the precision for the lifespan of that tool so that it lasts longer. What I want to bring up now that's very, very important is there's a lot of folks out there that say, I don't have enough money or resources to invest in the full system of the power grip. I would right now make an argument, knowing where you come from, the growth you've had, but being somewhat frugal and making sure that you don't overspend in order to get that something like this pays for itself in just a few short weeks based on the tool life that you're gaining from having that precision for the folks out there that say, I don't have the money for it.
I have an answer for you.
I'm sure you do.
I like this machine, and this machine is actually a pretty new one because we actually started with the manual one. Rego-Fix do have a cheaper solution, same features with the manual pump. So we started with this machine. Bought in the beginning maybe 5 or 6 of the tool holders, some collets, and started with this pump solution. Worked out perfectly. So after 2 weeks or so, a co-worker of mine who is in charge of the manufacturing area, he told me, you know what, let's take out all the other tool holders because this is insane. I want to have it in all the machines. So what could I do? We took out all the other tool holders and invest more and more money into Rego-Fix, but because I knew the system will pay by itself, and this in a very, very short term. As I told you before, we have tools up to $350 per part. So if I can use a tool 5 hours, 10 hours, or 15 hours, it makes sense to invest in the right solution for the tool holding systems.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I don't know how many times we have a saying in the US, you may know it, but we call it kicking a dead horse, which means repeating the same thing over and over again. I don't know how many times we need to repeat to the folks out there when we're working in the world of consumables, which I consider an end mill, a cutting tool, a drill, the piece that you had, I consider it a consumable. And whether we're spending $5, $20, $350, $1,000, it is still something that is going to wear down over time. And with the right products backing it up, it's going to last longer, which instantly, it doesn't take a brainiac to figure it out, instantly means more money in your pocket and being able to do more work and create more profitability.
Tony, you are completely right. Total cost of production is one thing, and return of investment is the other one. We measure a lot our production on what is really coming out of the production, not the investment themselves, because spending less is also earning less. So we spend in a normal way, sometimes a little bit more, but the outcome is exponential bigger than what we put in. That's the most important thing we do. And this for sure, we also implement on the customer sides for all our customers who buy our kind of machines, not only machines, processing, clamping systems, tool holding systems, because I always bring the Rego-Fix people with me because I really believe in the system.
For everyone who's watching this video of us right now, I want them to learn more about who you are, what 2R is, the history of the company, and why a conversation like we're having right now matters so much. So would you mind joining me for another conversation so that everyone out there can learn a bit more about you?
Wonderful. I would like to.
Let's step into that world. And if you guys have watched this video, join me for the next video, 2R Technology. We get to learn more about Robert, where the 2R comes from, and the massive growth they've had over the last few years, and why a conversation like this truly matters for your machine shop as well.